You just can't beat that for color. My God.
Wow. Thank you for recording again. Yes, thank you so.
Thank you.
So you're going to Espanola to record?
Yeah. No, we're gonna just practice.
Practice.
The concert.
Okay. And you're practicing with a pianist? Okay. Do you need a tuner again?
No, it's okay. Just
So tell me again about how you learned. How you learned this?
I did my high school in India. They sent me to India when I was 14
Mm-hmm.
for 3 years,
Okay.
and that's where I started. I didn't really. I came back and I stopped playing actually for a year or something. A little bit more, and I studied other instruments.
Mm-hmm.
And about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, I took it again and it became my main instrument.
Okay. Well, what drew you to the sitar?
Huh?
What made you play the sitar?
Because I used to play guitar before I went to India, and in the school where I was,
Uh-huh.
there was an hour for singing, for music, for dance,
Mhm.
and I wanted to play guitar, and they told me that I had to pick up an Indian instrument.
Okay.
And the options were sitar, harmonium, tabla, and I was coming from the guitar, so I identify more with the strings.
Okay. Yeah.
So I started playing. First year, it was just because I had to do it. And then I started liking it. Like after 1.5 years, something like that, I got into it.
What is that on the back of the neck there?
This is this gives a little bit more chord to the sound.
Resonance.
Yeah, resonance, and it makes it a little bit more.
What is it? Is it just a bowl?
This is wood.
Okay.
This is pumpkin.
It's what?
Pumpkin.
Okay.
This is very fragile. And this is wood. Usually the very good ones are out of pumpkin too.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a cheap one.
Okay. So where's your hometown again in Mexico?
My hometown, where I was born in San Luis Potosí.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the center north of Mexico City. And I live in Tulum. That's in the Caribbean.
Okay.
Oh, Tulum is a beautiful place.
Not Tulum.
It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
And so how did you get to India? You're going to high school in India.
Oh, so long story.
Did you?
My parents. I was basically, to reduce the story, I was a very problematic kid.
So
So
they sent you to India.
they want to put discipline in my life.
Huh.
They sent me to this school where you got discipline,
Yeah.
very strict. You have like military lifestyle, and you have yoga and meditation, and you learn music, and like they don't only want like they want something else, no? They want discipline, but something else, and they find this cool. And they took me there.
Well, I have another question.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what was the question? I haven't had enough sleep. You kept me up very late last night after we recorded. I kept thinking about it, and so it was. Oh yes, the silence after you play, and then you stop playing and you let every note ring out. There's a significance to that silence, isn't there? Because you take about a minute afterwards, and you make no sound, and your eyes are closed. And I was thinking that maybe that is part of the silence is as much of a part of the music as the music itself. Yeah, because is it a meditation?
For me, what I like to do, maybe not to listen all the time, but for me, music, like what I play with, my group is called Bole, and we are three. We are guitar, a violin, and a sitar. Sometimes we're only violin and sitar. We start for more than a year only violin and sitar, no percussion, and for me that's what I most like because there is a lot of silence behind. And sometimes I feel, for me, the silence gives much more to someone than filling up all the spaces in the music, no?
Sure.
For me. And for me, when I play, it's not me. I try to
I understand.
disconnect
I understand.
out of myself and I make it a devotional path for me. That's music.
When I play, I'm a conduit. It comes through me and out. And when people come up and say that I'm really good, I'll tell them it's not me. It's coming through me.
Yeah.
And it's the same for you.
Same for me.
Yeah.
And when I finish, I sit down and I let all that happen
Mhm.
affect and settle down in my body.
And
As if I was hearing to the music.
and that's what the silence is. Afterwards.
For me, that's the science. It's like sitting down and letting all that was created in that moment
Yeah,
settle down and me, no,
I understand.
and everyone.
I understand. I like that a lot. And I knew something was going on, and so I didn't stop recording, and I thought I would record the silence last night after you stopped playing, because I almost went over and I almost hit stop, and I looked back and your eyes are closed, and I thought, well, I'm going to record this. Something could happen. It was very good. Thank you.
Thank you. Sometimes it takes time to tune it, sometimes not.
That's okay.
Okay, so
Tell us when you're ready, and we'll close the door and do all that stuff.
yeah.
And so today, do you want to play both? Play the guitar, or play the sitar first, and then play the guitar?
I have some ideas for the guitar and some ideas for the sitar.
Okay.
Let me just tune the guitar.
For the second part, I'm going to put headphones on you because you'll be able to hear yourself that way. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You have two saxophones?
Huh?
You have two saxophones?
No, I don't. But what I'm going to do is just run it all by sight, and then put the other headphones on him. I have an extender.
Yeah.
one are you gonna play first?
I'm still thinking.
Must.